What you're looking at is an inactive well site. One that's actually in legal limbo, which is not supposed to be in legal limbo. It's supposed to either be an orphan or have a licensee with it attached to it who's responsible for its everyday operation, its safety, and also its cleanup eventually. This well only produced for 2.5 years, and it's now sat for 12.5 years inactive, and we've been trying to get it cleaned up. Yeah, we're like a typical landowner. They come to us, they say, we're going to come onto your land. We really can't tell them no. And they say, we're going to get off your land as soon as we're done producing. As soon as we're no longer producing, then we're going to come and clean up that, and you're going to have your land back. Well, that hasn't happened. Like I said, it only produced 2.5 years, and now it's sat 12.5 years. This well was originally drilled by Perpetual, who then turned into Paramount, and they sold around 3,000 facilities like this to Sequoia, who was only in business for 18 months and went under. And that in reality is what got me involved with property rights and landowner rights and all that sort of stuff. I realized right away it just didn't make sense to me. Why would a company like Sequoia, who went under in 18 months, suddenly be given licenses and control of almost 3,000 wells in this province? It just didn't make sense. If the energy regulator was looking after the best interest of the people of Alberta, then they shouldn't have okayed a transfer. So how did this happen? And I have a business and a banking background, so it didn't take me long to realize that the business plan that Sequoia had was probably meant it was going to fail. It wasn't going to take long for it to fail. And I really believe that Perpetual probably knew that too. But that's for the courts to decide, and they're all trying to figure that out right now. But meanwhile, we landowners, guys like myself, we're stuck in legal limbo. What is happening is the AER is using the bankruptcies to delay sending assets over to the Orphan Well Association, because the Orphan Well Association is underfunded. We know that. They had to borrow money to just do what they had in the inventory already. And we know that they haven't been charging enough levy. There's just not enough funds there right now. So the AER has been trying to avoid getting these assets. They want them cleaned up as much as possible before they go to the Orphan Well. And I know that for a fact because I talked directly to Sequoia's receiver.
Not only is you have a liability on your land, but if it makes the land unsellable, or you have to take a huge haircut to sell it.
Well, people don't want to deal with the problems, right? When you buy a piece of property, you want something that's free and clear and has no issues, no problems. Well, this is a problem. Well, there's thousands of us. This has become a huge issue. I'm really, when I started looking into this, you start realizing that conventional oil and gas, that's all these drilled wells, this sector is probably near its end for production. It's pretty well played out. All the low-hanging fruit, so to speak, has been picked. It costs you more and more to get the same production. So it comes to a point where it's going to be uneconomical. So we're now at a point that what is left, is there enough to pay for all the cleanup? Because it's a huge bill.